95% of speakers looking for an agent or bureau representation are wasting their time. And in this video, I'm going to break down exactly why that is and what these speakers should be doing instead with their time and energy. What's going on, y'all? My name is Jay Johnston, and I run two businesses. MII Professional Speaking, where we represent speakers as a boutique professional speaking bureau/agency, and SpeakerScale, where we help speakers build their speaker businesses through proven speaker business systems and processes as speaker growth consultants. And in this video, I'm going to debunk the biggest myth in the speaking industries that new speakers believe and tell you some hard truths that 95% of speakers who are looking for an agent or a bureau to solve their lack of speaking gigs problem or their lack of large paid speaking gigs problems do not want to hear. Now, the big myth that many new speakers believe is that they need a bureau or agent representation to become a paid or highly paid professional speaker. Every single week, I get messages from speakers asking me to represent them through MII Professional Speaking. They say, Joe, I need an agent. Can you help me get gigs? I'd love to partner with you. And 95% of the time, these speakers are nowhere close to being ready for representation, nor do they need representation. Not by me, not by any reputable bureau. And here's the kicker. Representation isn't even the thing that's going to get them to their speaking goals anyway. Now, in order to understand why that is, let me start by breaking down how speaking bureaus and agencies actually work. So bureaus and agents work 100% on commission. They're taking anywhere from usually 20 to 30% commission on speaking deals that they close. Thus, the only way that you as a bureau make money is when the speaker makes money. Now, what that means is that the speaker is the bureau and the agent's product. So the better the product, the more deals that the bureau or agent can close, the higher commissions that they get, the more attractive that speaker is to a bureau/agent. In other words, we as bureaus and agents are not going to waste our time on speakers who can't/are not already consistently booked speakers themselves and who the market already hasn't validated. So we're going to represent speakers who are already successful speakers who have their stuff together and are doing 200, 300, 500K plus per year in speaking fees. In other words, as I heard from an early mentor say to me, when you want a bureau or agent, they don't want you. When bureaus and agents want you as a speaker, you don't need them because you already have proven systems and processes. Now, bureaus and agents are not in the business of building speaking careers from scratch. We as bureaus and agents are in the business of working with speakers who already have their stuff together. That means they already have consistent marketing systems and branding assets. They already likely have proven lead generation systems that bring them leads. They have professional sales systems, streamlined fulfillment processes, and a track record of proven results delivering to clients at a high level. Now, if you don't have those things, you're not ready for representation. And again, honestly, you quite simply do not need it. Again, bureaus and agents are meant to be additive to an already successful professional speaking business. They're not and never have been and never will be meant to be the main source of leads and gigs for a professional speaker. When a lead or speaking gig comes in from a bureau or agent, it's meant to be a pleasant surprise. We call it icing on the cake. But if you don't already have a really good cake, which is a proven, profitable, consistent speaking business, then it doesn't matter. It's just an additional gig. Now, bureaus and agents will never solve your lack of speaking leads and gigs problem. Proven speaker business and systems and processes are ultimately what all speakers want when they're going to bureaus and agents, because that's what the bureaus and agencies have. As my friend and mentor David Avrin says, speaking is not the business. Getting the gig is the business. Now, how do I know this to be true? Because I built it for myself, and I've now helped over 200 plus speakers do the exact same thing. So let me tell you how I started building my speaking business. My speaking business started about 7 years ago, and it was me making 60 plus cold calls every single day to colleges and universities to see if they had a need for what I spoke on, which at the time was mental and emotional optimization. Today, I fast forward, I optimized that process, and now I've built systems to 10x that volume, and I've invested my time, my energy, and my resources back into my business. I didn't sit around and never have waiting for someone to hand me opportunities. I couldn't. I didn't have any credentials early on. And now that is exactly why we built SpeakerScale in the Scalable Speaker program. It's what actually works, and we got tired of watching speakers chase the wrong solution and coming to us asking for representation. Now, our mission here at SpeakerScale, this is not MII, this is at SpeakerScale, is to help stuck speakers build predictable speaking revenue engines by helping them install proven speaker business systems and processes. Now, inside of our flagship Scalable Speaker program, we work with speakers to help them implement these systems into their marketing, lead generation, sales, fulfillment, and team and scaling engines so that their speaking business finally runs predictably and they stop looking for agents and bureaus. Now, if you want to actually build a real speaking business that is not reliant on you reaching out to bureaus and agents and getting shut down, a speaking business that has proven systems and processes, you can apply to work with us using the link below and see if you're a good fit. If not, that's totally fine, but please, 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 for the sake of everyone involved, stop looking for shortcuts that don't exist. Stop reaching out to bureaus and agents, reallocate that time to reaching out to meeting and event planners. Because here's the bottom line. Speakers who build real systems don't need representation to succeed. And speakers that refuse to build systems, no amount of representation will ever save them.